Hey there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have this humunga dunga wunga of a staghorn fern, and today what we're going to be doing with this is we are going to be completely taking it apart piece by piece. That's right, you heard it here folks. And then afterwards, believe it or not, we're going to be putting it all back together in one incredible, very phenomenal, and very tropically delicious display. I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is, and we're going to be doing it all for you guys today. And I know there's many of you guys that are wondering, why in the world would I take apart this beautiful and very nice sized staghorn fern? But in actual reality, this staghorn fern right here is not at its tip-top condition at all. As a matter of fact, I believe it is going downhill. Now, to be honest with you, this has gotten so huge for me to actually manage. And because of limited growth space, this is actually crammed within a corner where I can't even appreciate its full beauty and its full potential. So what I want to do is clear out this muck and guck right here that is not necessary, break it down into a size where it is more manageable, and actually add in some very beautiful accent plants to really bring out its glow. So that's what we're going to be doing, and that is the reason why. I think by giving it a brand new start, it's going to be doing so much better for us, and it's going to be so much more beautiful, and we will then be able to truly appreciate it for what it's really worth. And if you guys watch my videos, you guys know that this actually was propagated not too long ago. And if you guys want to see the step-by-step process, go ahead and click on that link right there and it'll take you directly to that video. But as for us, we're going to go ahead and jump into this, and we're going to completely take this apart to make our staghorn chandelier. And as you can see, I do have my gloves on. My hands are well protected because ain't no telling what could be lurking within there. And I definitely don't want any critters or any fungus or any germs on these hands of mine, so definitely protect your hands. And we will be using this handy dandy knife right here, and as you can see, very sharp jagged edges right there. I believe it's going to make it really easier to cut through that husky layer. And let's go ahead and take a closer look so that we can see exactly what we're working with here. So this part right here is going to be quite easy to take apart for the simple fact that there is an extension outside of that ball shape. Now, coming into this area is going to be a little bit more difficult, guys. We're going to have to maneuver and take our time here because as you can see, there is a wire basket that some of these actual shields or pads are growing up against. So yeah, it's sitting right on top of that wire basket. So this right here is going to be far more difficult. Now, looking into this section, you are seeing a lot of little baby pads right there, baby staghorn ferns. We're going to try to scoop them up out of here so that we can also add them to our display. And let's go ahead and take a look around at the other side. And if we take a look at this portion right here, you will see that this entire portion, and there's a lot of segments like this throughout the plant, where you are not seeing anything at all but dead and decayed matter. This is the remnant of what used to be live ferns, but they are no more. So this is wasted space. These are just taking up residence and valuable space that we could be utilizing for beautiful live plants. So we're going to completely remove these out. And as I stated before, what we're really going to do is we're going to try to cut all around the actual pad or the shield of this plant and get as much of the root system as possible. And we're going to do that with each of the segments that we cut out. And here we go, guys. Just going to cut away, sawing back and forth. Now we're just gonna kind of pull upwards and see if we could get this apart. There you go. That's our very first piece right there. Nice cut. Now this one right here is the one where the wire's actually in here, and because we don't know where the wire is at, we're just gonna have to make an estimation of where we think we should cut, and I'm guesstimating right here. And hopefully we don't cut into that wire so that it'll be easy for us to cut this out. So we've cut that section. Let's cut on the other side. Yep, this is where we want to be at. And I'm trying to get as much as possible here, guys, so that we can get a good amount of root system, that it can sustain itself. Just a whole lot of cutting right here, guys. Sawing back and forth. Just have to keep cutting down. This is pretty thick. Okay, and that was just cutting into the bottom table. All right, there it goes. There we go, guys. There we go. There it is. There it is. And I'm really hoping that this is enough to get this by. Now this one right here, folks, I do have to admit that I am a little bit fearful of, because there are actually 3 Staghorn Ferns on here. And this one is above the wire, but these ones right here rest right on top of the wire. This one may be okay, but this one I'm really worried about. So I guess we're just gonna have to jump in and see, right? So let's go ahead and start by removing the top one. And that should be pretty easy. This is pretty much hollow right here. There we go. But then it gets into that wire right there. Okay, so now we're gonna move to the other side of the one we're trying to rescue. See how far down we could cut. I'm trying to just remove this portion away. Yep, I feel that wire basket. I really do, guys. Ah, there it goes. Okay, I can work with this. Let's go ahead and remove this from the top. Look at that, look at that. It just peeled away. Ah, it just peeled away. Wow, not hard at all, and we were able to save all 3. How awesome is that? Okay, guys, and this is the last portion right here. We are almost at the finish line. We're just taking out this little tiny baby, and we're just cutting around the wire right here, which has been really easy right there, and I'm hoping we have enough root system to sustain this one. Right here, we want to just take out this portion and save those little babies. So I'm just gonna cut at the bottom of this right here. Okay, there we go. And look at that, that easy. We've taken it completely apart, guys. And will you guys take a look at this? Look, all of this dead and decayed matter that was taking up valuable residency. I mean, all of this dead space right here that we definitely can do away with, and in which we definitely will. And we're gonna give our Staghorn Ferns a brand new start and give it quite an incredible display, far from where it first started. We went from this to this. And we're gonna take all of these precious little pieces right here and put them together like a puzzle, and we're gonna create a masterpiece. And the actual foundation of the Staghorn Chandelier is actually gonna be this wrought iron basket right here. And you are also seeing this coconut husk liner here as well. And as you can see, I have doubled it up right here because I want good thickness in this area. I definitely want to keep the soil-based material in here, keep it as clean as possible, but also have something for the Staghorn Fern to attach to. And it really is going to be this wrought iron basket and also this coconut husk fiber. And we'll also be adding in this Asparagus fern to give it some pop, to give it some texture, and also some drama. And we'll go ahead and propagate this Bromeliad right here to give the chandelier some pattern, add a little bit more shine, and some plant sparkle. Okay, so first thing is first, this is the skeleton and also the foundation of our actual chandelier, and we're going to be mounting the actual ferns directly onto the wrought iron basket before we insert the coconut husk liner. And we're simply going to be using this fish line string right here to secure the actual ferns onto the basket. And the easiest way that I did find to mount the Staghorn Fern on the basket is to actually have the basket turned upside down and on some form of table that will allow you to do it. Now, unfortunately, because we are dealing with a spool and also the fish line string, as you can see, it is impossible to get the spool through the basket. So what you're going to have to do, folks, in a case like this is we're going to have to guesstimate on a good amount to use and simply cut that amount and then work the string through the basket. Okay, folks, so what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and put the string through here, through the basket, and then around the actual fern. And I have the pads actually sitting as flush as possible to the basket as I can. And what I'm going to do here is actually just secure this in place, and then we can work on actually stringing this and securing it down. So there you have it. I'm just going to secure it in place. I'm going to tie that knot in there. There you go. And I'm going to actually double knot it just to ensure that it is actually tightened in place. So there you have it. It's secure now, and then I'm going to take another string and start winding it around. And we're basically going to do the same thing, except now I'm working from the side and to the top. There you go. I'm going to also secure this tight and in place right there. Get more security on this. Tying it in a knot. And that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep winding around and using strings until I feel it's safe and secure enough. Now, once I did have the Staghorn Fern somewhat secure onto the wire basket, I went ahead and hung this basket up, and that just really made it so much easier for me to work with, and it made it such a cinch for me to go ahead and wind the actual string around the Staghorn Fern. So definitely, after you have it a little bit secure, go ahead and hang it up. It's going to make it so much easier. And once you finally have everything secure and in place the way that you want it, we're just going to go ahead and add that double layer or that double basket of coconut husk right in there, that liner, and we're just going to press down as hard as we can on every section of that coconut husk liner. We definitely want it to really be close to that wire basket, allowing these Staghorn Ferns, the roots of them, to attach. So that's basically what we are doing, and once we have it firm and in place, we're going to go ahead and add our tropical plants to it and just really beautify this basket. And now we're just going to go ahead and add our plant. I'm going to go ahead and press the pot inwards to get the soil a little bit out easier. Turn it a little upside down. Ooh, there you go. And there's the plant, and we're just going to add more soil to this. And we're not going to add too much, just enough to get the job done, because we don't want to make this basket too heavy, but just to fill it in place. And with these bromeliads right here, these are the types that branch out, so we're just going to cut the little branches just like that, easy as pie. Go ahead and just cut each of the little branches, and we'll just stick them in the pot or stick them here and there and everywhere and get quite a nice display out of these. Okay folks, and what we're doing now is we're just adding little tidbits of air plants and also other ferns, some tillandsias in there, just to balance out the arrangement and also to fill up some of those empty spaces. And I am so happy to announce and also proud to introduce to you our Staghorn Fern Chandelier. And here she is now. Do you see the massive difference that there is? Oh my wow. There is a massive difference in the way that we are displaying this Staghorn Fern, because she is no longer trapped into some corner somewhere, but instead she has become the center focal point and also the center of attention within my garden. She is nicely displayed within this chandelier of a basket right here, growing in a way that is going to be so natural and so tropically delicious, giving us an appearance of how they would naturally grow in nature, with an abundance of beautiful plant life growing all around her. Definitely the appearance of a tropical rainforest habitat. This turned out even more spectacular than I could have ever imagined. And just to tell you a little bit about the plants that I did decide to use within this arrangement, in the back right there you are seeing some epiphyllums. That is also known as the orchid cactus. Also, you are noticing this fern right here, which is known as the asparagus fern. We also have an assortment of bromeliads. We have this fern right here, which is the rabbit's foot fern, intermingled throughout. And we also have an assortment of tillandsias right here. And if we take a look, we will see that we have an assortment of different textures and also different dimensions of these tillandsias. And I have actually even used some orchids. Can you see that right there? So yes, just an assortment of different plants that would naturally grow with this Staghorn Fern, wild and carefree in nature. So yes, this is quite a natural and beautiful display, a chandelier of nature, if you ask me. And that, my friends, brings us to the close of this video. I really do hope that you like this video, and I hope that you have been inspired to dive into the wonderful world of plants and also into the world of making wonderful and beautiful arrangements. And if you do like this video, please be sure to like, share, and also subscribe, and make sure you turn on that bell notification button so you guys will know exactly when I do post a new video. Also, if you have not yet joined me on Instagram and also Facebook, please be sure to do so under My Orchid Adventures. Thank you guys so much, and as you guys already know, I do truly love and appreciate each and every one of you guys all, and I will see you guys later, and I'll also grow with you guys later as well. Bye-bye for now. Mwah.